What's up YouTube, Phoenix Deity back again with yet another Black Clover Phantom Knights YouTube video. So today we will be taking a look at the Defender tier list, and we're just going to talk about that. Oh, I need to change that for Jack. But quick little thing before we get to that, we are at the null tier list first, and Jack is Arcane tier. So, and then his 6-star form is tier 1. Oh, I shouldn't have added his 6-star form. But anyway, the answer of, okay, why is Jack Arcane tier for null units? I'm all over the place. Oh yeah, and he's also Arcane tier in the general tier list. Now the question of, okay, why is he so good? So, even though he was really a surprise character, he has extremely good attack and super relevant speed. That means he's able to use his actions first because he is going to be faster than every other unit, basically. Which is pretty insane. His arcane art, it could be better. It's very just similar to Longerus, but Longerus does 8, I believe. I think his does 8. Sorry for not having this ready ahead of time, but I think Longerus does 8. Oh. What? There definitely was a character that did X amount of attacks. Okay, I can't find it out, and I'm not gonna waste your guys' time looking for it. So, 12 total attacks, random power. But yeah, his sorry, his arcane art could have been better. Now his AOM, it's crit damage. What you want to see is crit rate. It can be he can be useful for a lead, but again, you'll need someone like New Year's Charmy or White Day Funeral, which Global doesn't have, sadly. But yeah, something like those two would definitely be worth it. Running him with. Now, his first skill is actually overall, he's a really good self-sufficient character. He has 2 damaging attacks, so his skill 1 and skill 3. But he can increase his own crit, increase his own speed and actions, and increase his own attack. So everything you want an offensive unit to do, essentially, he's able to do this, which is really crazy. Oh, I forgot that happened. Okay, I have the game open to the side, and then the rewards for PvP. Once again, to remind everyone, PvP, not PvP. The maintenance is today. Why? Because of Golden Week. So, I think, yeah, that's about it about Jack. He's a extremely solid character. He's able to hit an enemy and then 2 enemies in front, an enemy and then 2 enemies behind. He increases speed and action. So he's very, very good, very viable. Again, he is on every banner. So if you summoned for him, then there is 100% a chance you could end up getting a dupe during 1.5 if we do have 1.5. But anyway, we can now move on to the Defender tier list. And just like the previous previous tier list null type, we will start at the bottom. So we have Raids. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Sad stats. His AOM moves him to the front of the formation, which people can do that with irregular skills. So nothing really special. Then attack to one enemy, lower the attack of one enemy, attack the enemy, and apply slip. So he really isn't that special. Yeah, he just kind of sucks. He does have the Viper formation, which really doesn't do much. So yeah, sadly, he's tier 5. and then there's a clear gap because his AOM just moves him to the front, and almost every other defender can do that. Add it on as another skill. So sadly, he's at the bottom of the totem pole. But who knows? Maybe one day they'll revamp or do something cool for Defense Quest characters. Especially since it's Golden Week, so I honestly, I hope that there's another event besides besides Tower of Dreams, and Dorothy. I kind of doubt it, but it'd be nice if there were. Like a new Defense Quest. I'm really hoping for that Gaja Defense Quest. But now we're going to Tier 3, Mars. So, one of the best tanks in the game when the game first came out. For quite a while too, because we didn't get a tank for quite a bit. That's on the right page. Defender. So yeah, we only really had these two until Valentine's Day. And that's kind of crazy to think about. The game started in November of 2018. So we went about, 4 months without a new defender. So that's kind of crazy, but now we have more. Plentiful. So we have Mars here. He is Tier 3. He's clearly better than Radis in every way, shape, or form. Attack to one enemy, it's kind of standard. Stat-wise, back in the day, this was great. This was just great defense. He has low int, which kind of sucks because he does have a self-heal as his third skill, which is very nice for a defender to have. And see just right here, increase own defense plus move to the front of the formation. Already 2 times better than Radis. Raids. I'll never pronounce his name right one day. But he can kind of hit hard in a sense, but not really because he's still a tank. In a way, he was kind of the first hybrid he could hit. He can't really hit hard, but hit, increased defense, continuous HP recovery. So really solid skills all around. Now moving up, we have Tier 2. Henry, the later addition to the defender pool. So he has Guardian Shield, which is a pretty good defensive equipment if you have a tank that doesn't need the wisdom for healing. Either because they don't heal or whatever have you. So that would be honestly pretty good with hybrid defenders. Like Fuegoleon, for example, or Yuno, since they don't really need intelligence / wisdom. So solid HP, nice attack, defense could be better, solid speed, 320 int. So he's able to heal a lot more than Mars would heal. So an attack to one enemy plus increase own defense and gives himself armor. A very nice skill. His AOM absorbs HP from participants and recovers his own, so not ideally what you'd want to have for a tank. You'll never probably use his AOM anyway, so. His skill 1. I remember first translating this, I was so confused, but he attacks everyone, allies and enemy, except himself, so he attacks everyone around him, just like his curse. Yeah, it's essentially just his curse. He attacks everyone around him, heals his own HP, and then moves to the front of the formation. Skill 2, he gains invincibility for a short time / 1 attack. Wish that skill was better. Who knows, he might get buffed. As I definitely think a lot of these units will end up getting buffed, especially now that, mainly because this game follows the anime, so with this new training arc, we really don't know what unit we can expect to come into the game. So there very well could potentially be a V2 Henry on the horizon. We do not know, but that would be pretty cool, and they could honestly just buff other older units. So invincibility for 1 attack, pretty good. An attack to one enemy plus large HP absorption plus increased own hate. So really good. He has a really nice skill set. I remember he came out with Gray right after the Zora banner came out. Yeah. A week after Zora came out, these two came out, I believe. But yeah, so pretty good, pretty good. Sadly, he is tier 2. Uh, without a doubt, as time goes on, they will deteriorate. In today's meta, this just sucks. Especially, well, for a defender, 300 sucks. So now we move up to tier 1. I closed the tab by accident. Okay, so now, Fuegoleon before the 7-star. Extremely good HP, good attack, great defense, decent speed, decent int. All of his skills are buff skills, so if you have the yellow ring, then... Did I not add his... Oh. I forgot to add his 7-star state here. Okay. That's on me. I will do it after I upload this video, but... Attack the enemies, plus a medium chance to apply slip for a while, good. Gives himself lots of armor and increases his own hate, really good. Increases red crystal drop for himself and allies. This skill was extremely good. It could let him... Well, it could let his team get his AOMs a lot quicker. And back in the day, PvP was a lot slower than it is now. You wouldn't be able to kill enemies within like 5 seconds. So this second skill actually made a difference in increasing red drop, so you get your AOM faster. You're able to do more damage, you get the crits, you swap, all that good stuff. And lastly, for a short time, attack and critical rate greatly increased. He was kind of the first hybrid defender. Well, defender that could hit hard, sorry. Yeah, he kind of came as a shock, especially because it was before anniversary to me, so I was very sad that I had to spend before anniversary, but it was worth it, and I'm happy. He still has one of the best formations in the game, Crimson Lion V2. I think that's about it. Yeah. So overall, he's a really good character. You just have to know how to use him correctly, because for this formation, because there's 2 people on the front lines, they kind of split damage until he uses his first skill and increases his own hate. So, good character. Tier 1. These 2 getting their buffs kind of made them insane. Defender Julius, everyone loves him. They're like, Defender Julius. Best defender. Swimsuit Vanessa. That's out of line. Okay, well. Decent HP, decent attack, decent defense, decent speed, and decent intelligence. In all honesty, I think she'll be the next quote-unquote holiday unit to get a buff, because they did bring Swimsuit Yami back with his buff, so it's only a matter of time before Swimsuit Vanessa and then Swimsuit Asta and all of them come back for their buffs, so only a matter of time. AOM raises attack and defense. AOM, her Arcane Art raises attack and defense for all allies and increases her own hate. So that's a really good skill. You increase your attack, you increase your defense, you increase your own hate. Really, really good. AOM recovers abnormal conditions. If you're trying to do Dorothy for some way, shape, or form, this is nice. Also, when it comes to global, I don't know if you'll get this. I really don't. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys will, along with Light Day eventually, but probably by the time we get her buffed, if Global decides to try to catch up with JP, then by the time we get her buff, you guys should have her, potentially, so. Now, skill 1, she gives herself armor for a long time. Really good. Skill 2, she increases speed of all allies in range, so she is a defender she is a support-based defender. So I generally really like characters like this that can fulfill 2 roles. I didn't summon for her because it just wasn't worth it to me. And I think she dropped after half anniversary, so everyone was like, there's no need to summon for her. We have Black Asta, we have Leona. Yeah, so no, I don't especially think anyone has her, except if you're a collector and have every unit, then that, or if you summon for Swimsuit Noelle, I believe, was on this banner. Wait, no, it was... I forgot. I think Noelle had her solo banner with Mimosa. Then her and Asta dropped together. That could have been it. But yeah, and then the last skill is attack to all enemies. No, attack enemies in range plus a low chance of applying stop. So she does support, which is nice. She can increase attack, she can increase defense and speed, give herself armor, increase her hate, and chance of applying stop. So overall, really good skill set. That's about it. It's mainly because she is a support. So a support defender is nice because defenders are getting very scarce nowadays. There's only about 2 that are extremely good. 3 to 4 that are extremely good. And the rest are just meh. So now, Valentine's Day Noelle. We're going to look at the post-buff version since that's the one that matters, and I'm pretty sure Global does have the buffed version now because they dropped it and never announced it. Shout out to Bandai. But 4,500 HP, really good. 500 attack, great. 500 defense, extremely good. 250 speed, solid speed, and then 300 int. So, max attack to enemies in range, plus attack down, and high chance to seal their secret move. I specifically remember a lot of instances where she would be used in PvP a lot, like PvP in the early days for JP. And every time she hit me with the secret art, I got sealed. And I would always sit there wondering, how did I get sealed? Why do I keep getting sealed? Not realizing that she could seal even before her buff. So she was very annoying to deal with after she got her arcane, or after she got her secret, her arcane art off. Sorry, flubbing words. But she's really solid. She can attack down to enemies, and now high chance to seal. So that's really good. Her AOM for a short time gives invincibility status, one of the best statuses in the game. So that's really nice. Skill 1 for a while, maximize hate and defense. So increase hate, increase defense, continuous HP recovery. This is probably one of the best skills a defender can have. You increase your defense, you increase your hate, you get HP recovery. So it's a really good skill. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. The one thing that she's missing that everyone loves is invincibility, but if you use her as an AOM leader, she can get it. So she's really good. A lot of people really underestimate her just because she doesn't give invincibility like Defender Julius. And now skill 2 for a while, greatly increase defense of one ally and continuous HP recovery. So if you're like, oh, that doesn't matter, it does. That means you can literally put her as a leader, have a different unit in the front line, and then give that ally defense and HP recovery. She's insane. She's really good and really slept on. Once again, because everyone's like, invincibility. She's really good. I wish more people used her. And lastly, we have for a long time give all allies in range armor. So not just herself, all allies in range. And it can include herself. So really good skill. Really, she's great. I actually I like this character, even though I don't have her. And then we have White Day Asta. Also, tier 0 because the buffs. I love when they buff units. I just wish they buff White Day Charmy. One day. So, 5,000 attack, 5,000 HP, 600 attack, 525 defense, solid speed, low on the int. That's okay. So what does it do? Arcane Arts. Prevent debuffs, plus increase own defense, and recover own HP. So, all of this is great. All of it is just really good. AOM, greatly increased defense, and heal debuff. So, prevent debuff and heal debuff. Really good, really good. He gives himself a high chance encounter plus 4 long time moves to the front of the formation. This, I think, is a really good and slept on ability because it protects your allies from AoE skills. So that is extremely good. Next we have a powerful attack, plus greatly increases own hate, and powerful attack to enemies in range. So he is a defender that's made to hit hard. If you couldn't tell already with the 600 and then 525 pairing. So really good unit. I honestly don't really like. I have him, but I don't like him as much as I like Valentine's Day Noelle. She's crazy. So next up we have everyone's favorite defender, Mr. Invincibility himself, Julius. So that's meh. He has scale, which is decent. Stat wise, he has solid stats. You want more int. Well, int / wisdom, you'll want more defense and more HP. And that's kind of the relics you should be looking for to get for him. Something that gives HP, defense, and wisdom since he uses those the most. So, he can heal all allies in range, plus get rid of everything. Which makes him really, really good. His AOM gives 2 actions, so it's like giving 2 mirror effects, which is phenomenal. A lot of people use him to use actions extremely fast. Next, we have skill 1 for a long time, greatly increased defense of self and allies behind him. So every ally behind him, and greatly increase his own hate. So that is really good for a defender to have. Defense increase, never bad. Helps allies defend more from AoE skills, and greatly increases own hate. More likely to target him if you decide to split him on the front line with someone. Or put him in the back row. For whatever reason, I don't know, but you could. Powerful attack to enemies within range, so it targets one enemy and then everyone behind him. And then medium chance to apply stop. Pretty good. This will be irrelevant because you just stop them from attacking. Really good. And if you were running like a chain stun team with like him, Zora, Tag, William, they never move. And it's honestly pretty disgusting. So if you ever want to try a stun team, those 3 work fine. If you have the regular Julius as well, those 4 work really well. Then he can give himself invincibility for a short time. So, yeah, he's just really solid. Healing, recovery from debuffs and normal conditions, extremely good. Increased defense, increased hate, and invincibility. So he has pretty much everything you'd want a defender to have. So in a perfect world, he is the perfect defender. But as time goes on, without gem investments or good equipment / relics, he will eventually fall off. Sooner or later, he'll fall off. Someone will take his place. If he gets a 7th star, that would be insane. Because honestly, they don't drop 7 stars Phantom Fest week. But it is Golden Week, so they could make an exception. So, if he does get a buff, then that'd be crazy. They would only buff his stats. If he gets a 7 star, ooh, he'll be the best defender in the game. People already consider him that, but, it's fine. Now, lastly, the top 2 defenders. Fuegoleon, right hand of Exodia, then Spirit of Zephyr. So, I don't have a 7-star buff. 6,200 HP, 900 attack, 690 defense, 315 speed, 360 int, and the classic 250 wisdom. So, let's see. His skills are essentially just the same, but they're a buff. So, long time gives lots of armor, greatly increase own hate. Let's see, maximum slip for a while. I think that changes to a long time increase of red and just red drops for self and allies. And lastly, I believe this duration was increased. Wait, no, it was attack and critical rate are increased more. It's more of an increase for attack and crit. He was able to hit hard, as a tank kind of should if you want him to. Hybrid defenders, they're kind of weird to place because they don't do the same thing as, support defenders like Julius or solo defenders, quote unquote, like Noelle. So he's in a good place, good card, good unit. And lastly, the one that everyone wants to drop tomorrow, I guess after maintenance today for whatever reason, Spirit of Zephyr. Did I usually use the 7? Oh wait, I'm gonna need to fix a lot about the website today. But no, longest title in the game. Global will see it eventually. Spirit Dive, Reincarnation, Spirit of Zephyr. So, 5,400 HP, 1,000 attack, 700 defense, 540 speed, and 450 wisdom. Really, really good. Attacked enemies and high chance to seal techniques, which is really nice, really good. Can be helpful for those long tower games where it won't do a lot of damage, but stopping them and denying their damage will be really good. Give invincibility to AOM participants. It's not really invincibility for a long time, just for a short time. So it doesn't last long, but it's better than nothing. And the more, it doesn't say it, but the more around him, the kind of better it is a bit. Except we have powerful attack plus maximize own hate, so more likely to target him. This skill is actually really good. Move to the front, damage nullification. So essentially protect everyone from AoE skills and give yourself dodge. Extremely, extremely good skill. Wish it was a bit better. Like if he got damage nullification plus dodge for the entirety of it, but the dodge does wear off, so that's the only bad part about it. And lastly, powerful attack to all enemies in range and lower speed. So he's kind of a debuffered tank in a way that does damage. So you can seal enemy techniques, lower speed as the kind of quote-unquote debuffer, maximizes hate, move to the front and protect allies like a defender, and then 1,000 attack and 2 attack and 2 attack skills with an arcane art attack as a attacker. So that's gonna be it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe on the juicy good YouTube stuff. Again, maintenance tonight. Dorothy drops. Hopefully she's good. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. See you guys in the next one.